One shot. Who me?
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. He had a solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Dolphins and the Jags under the light.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
Going to the air right away, Lawrence. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Lawrence to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Newton. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39. First down, here's the run with Cook. We take a peek at the list of inactives for this week's game. And, gosh, this early in the season, Charles, injuries already accumulating for this squad.
You got to wonder in this organization, they're just saying to themselves, well, hopefully we're just getting them out of the way early so we can make a late-season push when we have everyone back. It certainly feels that way, the number of injuries they've had already.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Lawrence will throw. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Lawrence going to throw again. And that is incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And his kick here is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 82 yards.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. The Dolphins 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1, and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He finds his man, complete. It's Ellis. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Jaguars are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Here's Cook again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a pickup of 6. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake. They've taken care of that early.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. The numbers in last week's game for Hooper: 10 catches, 83 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
They'll try the middle with Cook. Now the ball comes loose. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to pass. Tua. Throw left side, complete. That's Hill. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. First catch there for Hill, and he's got a first down. On play action, Here's Tua. On the Tua hit, and the ball is out.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lawrence. He finds his man. Complete. That's Newton. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 11 yards for number 11.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Bates. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He finds his man, complete. That's Ellis. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. And it's caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have moved out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
From the 27, Lawrence swinging this out wide here for Cook. They find some open, and he loses the football a second time. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
He finds his man, complete. That's Newton.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now a dump off here complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Dalvin Cook now catches on back-to-back plays.
And he stopped at the 44. It's also a gain of 4. And now it's 4th down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And that will keep this a 4-point game.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in the kicker to try and hit from 61 yards. And this one winds up no good.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
Looking to throw on second down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. He is going to find Hill here. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 9-yard touchdown there as his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it all concluded with a touchdown pass to the tight end, Mike Gesicki.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Lawrence firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. He's got Hooper on the out route.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Cook following the penalty. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 2nd and 9, Lawrence, incomplete, right side to Cook. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be taken down well before the first. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11.
And now
down.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They were victorious over the Chargers last week, and now they work with a lead again here as they come up 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Bates. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. Now Tua on the bootleg here. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Tua. And that is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory.
Now Lawrence on first down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
On first down, it's Bates, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Up the middle they go. It's Bates. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a dolphin shaking up on the play.
The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
This is caught. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move.
And he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. From the 45 on second down, Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
To throw again on second down. Tua. He finds his man, complete. That's Ellis. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. Now a give, right side. Bates. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bates. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route.
Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. 2nd and 3 from the 9. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Tua on 4th down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
On 1st down, Lawrence over the middle and complete to Wilson.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night match. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Listen, the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively. He's got a man. Complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Lawrence will throw.
And this will be incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
And Cook has it, left side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Now Lawrence.
Setting up the screen for Cook.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Alert, alert. Check, check. Kill, kill. And 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
They go play action with Lawrence. Looking sideline, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Smith catches left side. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe, because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Ready, break.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
At their own 19-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing on 2nd down. Tua. This one finds Pierce on the out route.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Bates. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bates. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Up the middle they go. Bates. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48.
51 yards rushing for him in the ballgame now on 14 carries.
2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Bates. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Bates, and he is close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 43-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
On 3rd down, Bates. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. They'll run on 1st down. It's Bates, and he gets it down to the 32. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Up the middle they go. It's Bates, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On third down, it's Connor. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. James Conner, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you said baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Dolphins, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers.